Griff, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, I don't know if it's lucky, but
you were good down the stretch, but you were lucky to be in the game.
Yeah, I think we made plays down the. There's a good team. It's a talented team. Again, I'd probably quibble with you're lucky to be in the game. I think we made plays to stay in the game. I just think we were inconsistent throughout the night. We'd defend well, then we'd let our foot off the gas.
Yeah, but to be fair, they hit a lot of tough shots. You were worried about that before the game.
No, they did. I mean, credit them. I thought they played really well.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things that I think, to be honest, if Longwood could take a page out of their book is their consistency. I thought they were very consistent, and they just played. They were who they were throughout the game.
Yeah.
And so, credit to them. I think they're going to win, a fair number of games, when they get back to, playing in conference, and they've had a hard schedule.
Oh my God.
So once they start playing more of their peer group, they'll start winning some more games. But, I think we also helped make them look good.
Right. Well, but they did hit those tough shots.
They did, but part of it, John, is we're too soft on the ball.
Yes.
And when you're soft on the ball, people are comfortable. And I thought throughout the game, we just were not the aggressor on the defensive end. I thought at the end of the game we made some plays. You see, it got really hard for them to score the last 3 minutes. That just wasn't us for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And
you denied them the ball. You made it hard for them to get the ball in the lane.
Yeah.
And you were tough on their 3-point shooters too.
Yeah. Yeah, and I thought they did a good job. Again at the end, we made some adjustments. We stopped switching Michael onto their score. Casey Shaw.
Yeah.
And so I think that helped a little bit.
He only made one field goal in the second half, but he got to the line.
Yeah, he got to the line. Well, we fouled a ton.
Fouled
a ton. I'll probably get in trouble if I talk about the officials, but that was interesting tonight. And
interesting's one word.
Interesting's one word. And so, but we've got to be a more consistent team.
Right. Well, like I said, you did get a little bit lucky, in my opinion, but you got out with a win.
Yeah.
And that's nice.
It is. And as I told the guys, we got to celebrate the win. You got to celebrate the win. But at the same time, you don't accept in victory what you would not accept in defeat.
Right.
And so there's just, I told the guys, I think, as coaches, we get to see them in practice. We get to see them in workouts. We see who they are and who they can potentially be, both individually and as a group. And so for us, you just want so much more for them because they can play so much better, and I don't think we hit the standard or the mark tonight.
Well, Garland did.
Yeah, I thought Colby had a good floor game. Obviously shot the ball well. Led the team. Well, 5 assists. Thought he had. Was really good defensively. Probably the most important thing he did for us, in my opinion, was the last 3 minutes. He really sat down and defended.
Yeah, and he got the key rebound.
And he got the key rebound to end the game.
Yeah.
So
that as you go through this November-December period, seeing improvement in individuals is important, as it is important that you see improvement in the team.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I think Colby every single one of our guys, especially the new guys, even the returners, every single one of the guys is on his own kind of journey that, they're facing adversity in the game. They're facing adversity in life. They're, things are going well, things are not going well. Their school, home, relationships, basketball, all of it. I think one of the highlights, here early has been Colby has really, in my opinion, really grown a lot over probably the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, I've seen it in practice. His attitude in practice is so much better.
I think he's a young man who's so much at Longwood is we're fighting for consistency, and probably everywhere. But we have such a demand that guys be consistent day in, day out. And I think Colby is a guy who can have great days, but then can have some days where he doesn't have the same juice or energy. And we all have that, right?
Right, exactly.
We all have that. But the elite, they're able to hit the standard every day. Yeah. And I think Colby, what I'm really proud of him is he's fighting to do that.
Right.
And he knows he doesn't do it every day.
Right.
He knows he doesn't do it every drill or every possession. And we're not seeking perfection.
Right.
But to your point, he's trying.
Right.
The attitude
you can see it.
You can see it.
Yeah.
And so that's actually one of the real fun things in coaching is to kind of see that growth. And I think, and Colby's not the only one. I think we've had quite a few guys. And sometimes, John, it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. And tonight, probably for some was a step back, but that's okay. It's a long season, and we just have to learn from it. And sometimes it's harder to learn in victory than it is in loss. But I have no interest in going over to UMES and handing them the game. We'll take it.
Last thing, Michael Christmas did miss some shots in the second half, but he was so key.
Yeah, I'm proud of Michael. Michael's one of those guys, and what a unbelievably wonderful just person. A young man who loves this university, loves this town and community.
Right.
And, opted to come back here to really invest in the program. And, I didn't love some of the shots he took in the first half. But that's a young man who works on his game tirelessly.
Right.
He is
when he does miss some shots, it doesn't stop him. It doesn't slow him down on the defensive end.
And that's real growth for him.
Right.
He used to be a young man where, after I took him out, he went one-on-one against in his own possession, and I subbed him out, and I went down there and told him, a year or two ago that would have frozen him up.
Right.
Now he's a mature young man who understands it, and the shots he took in the second half, hey, those were great shots, and that's a young man who's a good shooter, shot almost 40% from 3 last year, and we're going to live with those. Right. And so I was proud of what he did. He made some big buckets for us at the end.
He really did.
To, I think, give us the lead. And so, we'll take it. The other thing I'll say, you wanted to talk about our assists and turnovers, I know.
You turned them over.
We turned them over.
Huge.
But I think the other thing, one of our Achilles' heels has been turning the ball over on offense.
Right.
And we had 3 quick ones in the first, 4 minutes of the game. And then we finished with 8. And I think that's a real, that was a real key for us as well, is you're able to get the ball up on the rim. And
the other team shooting as well as they did, having the turnovers be 21-8 was clearly critical.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's true. Now, and then our 19 offensive rebounds. It was good to see. I thought Johan and Michael in particular really did a phenomenal job. And they don't do that, we don't win the game.
Well, you were behind in rebounds at halftime and then dominated the boards in the second half.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Griff, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, John.
See you Sunday.